Welcome to Joey Mills, Stephen Show with you here, hanging out on a delightful Monday morning, portions of which are brought to us by the Sonovich Umfleet McDonald's in Rensselaer, DeMott, Remington, and Hebron. Of course, two great locations in Rensselaer. The Grinch meal going on now. I saw something about it being sold out in DeMott. I don't know if that's like for good or for just for that day or what it was, but Cheryl's a big fan. So so try out the Grinch meal. And of course you get the Fun Time socks as well. So you can
and the Grinch salt.
Yeah, well, that comes with the Grinch meal, but I'm just saying, like the socks, you can are very festive.
Yes.
So, all right, we are excited to welcome back to the program Kelly Asbell, who she joined us a while back, and the last time we spoke on the air with her,
we were talking in desperate need of a kidney transplant, and she's a warrior. And so she was looking for a kidney. She lives in Valpo. And we have a little bit of a follow-up.
Good morning, Kelly. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking.
So glad to hear that.
Look at you, will you? I can't.
Yeah, it's been a journey.
Okay, so tell us about, like, let's start from the beginning. I know you came in into studio, and I had seen your mother post on Facebook that she was desperate to help find you a kidney.
Yeah.
And it hit me in the heart immediately. Like the minute I saw it, I'm a mother. I know you're a mother, and it was a desperate plea.
Absolutely. So 7 years ago, before that, let's go back a little bit.
Yeah.
I had a double lung transplant due to cystic fibrosis. I was born with a genetic disease, and just over time, my lungs had enough, and I had to have a lung transplant. And so with lung transplant, you're trading in one issue in for another. And unfortunately, the immunosuppression drugs that I was taking to trick my body into thinking the lungs were supposed to be in my body started attacking other organs. And unfortunately, my kidneys were the one that suffered. I was rapidly losing kidney function, and they didn't want me to start dialysis right away because it would have started attacking my heart. And so we were on a frantic search, like, what can we do so that I wouldn't have to start dialysis? And they always say God is a just-in-time God, and it was just in time that we found our donor. So
well, you were only given till the end of this year if you didn't find it. I remember.
Yeah, it was like I was going to literally go downhill very quickly, and I was in this small window of time where I could actually get the kidney before it would have been probably too late.
Woo, okay.
Yeah.
So every day I know you were posting, and I know we had calls from some of our listeners that tried to test for you.
Yes.
And I guess it was 3 stages, and they would make it to stage 2, and then it would kind of fall apart. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I just felt like, personally, I felt like if we had any part at all in connecting that, I said to Steve, can you imagine if we bought the radio stations and the sole purpose was to save a life, and to affect change, like God actually used us for that. So
and it definitely worked. It actually, after we had found the donor, it was so funny because Loyola said in the history of its transplant kidney program, they had never seen so many people come out for one person. And they said it ended up being like 58 people that ended up testing, and they were testing all throughout the nation. They just could not find the match for me. And ironically, my husband and I were in the grocery store last week, and we ran into someone that said, my sister was testing for you, but you had already found your donor, and she decided that she was still going to donate to somebody else, and she's having surgery this Thursday.
Wow.
So
So it's not even only one life that donors.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And we've been hearing stories like that, like and I'm like, who are they going to donate the kidney to? And she's like, we don't know. But it was such an impactful story to our family that my sister said that she definitely wanted to be a part of helping someone live longer. And she was going through the surgery last Thursday. She was going through the surgery, and it's a domino effect, the giving spirit. And this is a prime
Mhm.
example of how one story can impact thousands
Now,
because there's
are you allowed to share with us kind of the story from your donor's point of view? Because
yes,
when I saw the picture with you and her,
yes,
it leveled me. I mean, yeah, I cried
absolutely.
so hard at
And it
that
was such
picture.
a miracle. So 30 years ago, I was in the Porter County Fair Queen pageant with this girl, and her name is Bridget. And we were good friends, but we never stayed in contact. And on the other side of me searching for a donor was Bridget, who was grieving her brother. Her brother had a heart transplant, and they had gotten 5 great years with her brother. And she always said that because of the donor who saved her brother's life with a heart transplant, she always wanted to give back and donate something to help somebody else live.
Wow.
And she had seen the story on Facebook, and she told her husband, she said, I feel like I'm the donor. I guess she would be waking up in the middle of the night. She kept
Oh,
thinking, I need to start
wow.
testing. And she's like, I just felt so strongly that this was how I could keep my brother's story alive, was by helping somebody else, because somebody helped our family. And so she had gone through the testing, but I had no idea that she was testing it all, of course. And she had gone through the testing, and she told her husband, I don't want to go through all this testing and then not do it. If I'm the donor, I'm going to be the donor, and I'm going through with this no matter what. And so it was on a Saturday. I was on Facebook, just scrolling Facebook, and I get a message from her. And she's like, do you recognize this picture? And it was of me and her dancing at that DC's Country Junction in Lowell back in the day when they had that open. I don't know if it's still open or not. And she's like, hey, can I give you a call? I have something to tell you. And I'm like, sure. And it was not even on my radar. And she called, and she's like, I want to let you know. And she told me the story of her brother and how they got 5 extra years with her brother. And she's like, and I want you to know that I've been testing, and I just got word that I'm your match. And
Wow.
she ended up, I mean, up until the surgery, we're like, okay, at any time she could change her mind. Like, we're not going to get too excited about this. And she went through the surgery, and like she ended up having allergic reaction to the glue from the surgery, but she was
Right.
back at work in 2 weeks. And she's like, we go out to breakfast about once a month with each other. It's been 3 months this Thursday, and she's doing wonderfully.
Wow.
And I just remember when you had or your mom posted about cystic fibrosis, because my best friend Judy Rossman died.
Yeah.
I want to say it was a week before her sweet 16.
Yeah.
And most CF patients can't get to the 21 mark. But
Yes.
then it's supposed to be like you get there and you're good. And so then I
Well,
heard your story and I thought, now you have kids, you have these beautiful twins. And
yes.
I saw that you had posted you just wanted to see them graduate.
Yes, and that's in June this year.
And
And
yes.
so yeah, my whole life I lived in fast motion. Like, I would look at expiration dates on milk cartons and be in high school, and instead of like, oh my gosh, I have to take this test on Friday, I'd be like, am I going to be alive to see the test? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a whole different perspective growing
Mhm.
up. And I had a midlife crisis at 15, like thinking, what am I going to do? Like, I've only got 6 years max left on this earth. And every year is such a blessing. And then that mark goes up to, okay, 25. You have till 25, and then you hit 25 and it's 30. And And now the population of people with CF, they're living so much longer because of these new drugs that are coming out, these modulator drugs. And it's really helping them lead more successful lives. And so the statistic today is less than 5% of patients are over the age of 40 with CF. And I'm going to be 48 in March.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So now we have to kind of keep it going and make sure that the importance of organ donation, gets out there. I know you work in the medical field too.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I'm just so happy. We're so happy to hear that that you got your donor.
Yes.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. I feel really good. I'm starting to run back on the treadmill. Like last week was my first full week of running on the treadmill. And they want me in a year or so to look at getting a pancreas transplant next. So I'm really going to be
Wow.
So I don't know if I have it in me, because I've already gotten the lungs and I've gotten the kidney, and my pancreas is being destroyed because of the diabetes and the medication to keep my body from rejecting these organs. And so the next step would be the pancreas. So, but organ donation is so important. There are 10,000 people on the waiting list right now just for kidneys. And there's people that are dying every day without a kidney or a liver, and you can live without your kidney. They could take a sample of your liver, and your organ can save someone's life and extend it, like what Bridget did for me. And we have to get the message out there that, if you're contemplating or thinking about maybe donating your kidney and you're pretty healthy, I say, do it. It saves lives and it extends families' happiness.
Wow.
What a message. What a Christmas blessing.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So glad that you came on the show. So glad to hear a happy beginning. I'm not going to say a happy ending, because I mean, it's only great things with you and your family and the impact that you've had on your community. And so we were blessed to be a part of it. And thanks so much for sharing your story with us. What does your mom have to say?
My mom is just thrilled. I mean, she's like, I always knew it would happen and the kidney would come. And for me, I didn't know, because so many had been tested and so many had been denied. And it was just finding that perfect match. And this is how God works. Bridget was such a perfect match that when they looked at our cheek swabs, the scientist that was comparing the DNA thought that we were biological siblings. That's how close we matched.
Wow.
And so we matched so closely, and everyone thinks it's just your blood type. You have to match your blood type, but there's so many different tests that you have to go through in order to be the match for somebody. And so if you go through the testing and you are that direct match for somebody, know that it's a God thing, because it's like 1 in a million chance.
Wow.
And they just so happen to find her in Valpo.
So great.
Yeah, and it's so for me, like, to be able to see you and know what a miracle this was. On every level. It's amazing to be able to see, because God's clearly working behind the scenes all the time.
Absolutely.
So, like, to be blessed to see that in front of your face is just miraculous. So we wish you the best of holidays and blessings and only good results on your next few doctor's appointments. And I know you're excited to get back to work.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
You too. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Kelly.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, what an unbelievable story. And
What a
from
testimony.
her standpoint, from a personal standpoint, if you can be an organ donor, do it. I mean, just put it on your driver's license. You literally will save lives. So
yes,
what an amazing story. So